Hi, how are you? This is Patty with the PIC TV Network. And I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in miracles? I do. And guess what? So does Project Smiles. We have created so many miracles last year and continue to create miracles as the season comes around with the holidays. We are asking you to please give a gift from the heart, only from the heart, and pay it forward with a miracle. I do want to share a testimony of my miracle. I received a car. It was a gift. It was a great gift. It was so well received. And my friend, it wasn't a family member, it was a friend who was so generous that gave it to me. She represents gratitude. She's a person of gratitude, and she reminds me to be grateful. She sees the good in paying it forward, and she also is always giving straight from her heart. So again, I just want to share that miracles happen every day, and you could be a part of that. You could not only be a receiver of a miracle like me, but also be a giver of a miracle as well as me. Here at the PIC TV Network, we're all about love and compassion and helping each other rise up. So again, Project Smiles for the PIC TV Network.
Shout out to PIC TV Network. Check them out. Black owned and operated. Let's support each other. I'm Zeke with the Universal Circus. I'll be tuning in. Shout out to PIC TV Network. Check them out. Black owned and operated. Let's support each other. I'm Zeke with the Universal Circus. I'll be tuning in.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Said the Entertainer. I want y'all to check out PIC TV Network. That's right, PIC TV Network. They got 60 free channels on Roku. This is dope. They also started the brand new Coaching World channel at $9.89. So, if you are a content provider, you are a young business with an opportunity to build a platform where you can have your own show, do some programming, check out PIC TV Network on Roku. They got over 60 free channels for you to check out and also grow a business. Go and see them now. See the content. See what they have to do. Learn something. Check them out. All right? PIC TV Network. That's what I'm talking about. Holla.
Hello, everybody. This is David Evans. We're so happy for all of you tuning in right now from the PIC TV Network. We're coming live to talk about the New York Fashion Week after talk and a show. And I'm having a good time today because I have two wonderful queens on today. And they're going to talk about the New York experience, going to the New York Fashion Week. We got in the house, Stephanie Carter, Pick TV business manager from the
Hey.
we got Patty from New York. Yeah, Patty. Hey, we got to get this party rolling. Alexa,
Greetings.
play Celebration Cool in the Game. We got to get this
Oh,
party
here
rolling
we go.
out there. You know, we love to have a good time. And on this broadcast, you got to chat to tell somebody. Pick TV Network is on, popping and rocking with you right now. And listen, we're going to have a good time. So get ready to chat in. Everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Chat in. You can talk to these queens right now. Let's get right into this presentation today. Patty, how you doing from New York?
We're doing good. We're doing good. It was so great to meet up with our other business manager over there from the DMV area. And it was great. We just blew the roof up because there
Yep.
was a lot of excitement, a lot of heat, action. And then
Yep.
me and Steve came in and we were mingling and talking to everybody from the designers to the, girls
Models.
runway, right?
We were
And it was,
practicing. We busted all up in there.
yep, it was great. It was really fun to be behind the scenes, though. Seeing their hair getting done. They were doing their trial walks, the lighting, all great stuff. Really, really great stuff. What was your favorite, Stephanie?
I mean, this is my whole driveway of life right here. Like fashion, hair, colors, just different stuff. Not matching is my stuff. They what the thing I know about New York Fashion Week is they don't match on purpose because fashion is art and art is not perfect. So the best thing I liked about it was the outfits were different. It's not something you would see every day on the street or anything of that sort. The designers were creative. The models were getting their walk on, like those heels. More power to all of them. Although I had my heels on first night.
Well, you looked sharp. I loved your outfit.
Yeah, it was amazing. Patty.
She was too, and I know she. Do you want to share a little bit about her? I know she couldn't join us tonight.
Oh, Talia. Yeah, my
Talia,
goddaughter.
excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Talia.
we had our third year student from Lim College up in New York business, fashion business school. She's at her third year, Talia Bland. She was our intern that was with us, our assistant, and she had a blast for her first time, and it was a great experience to take back to college, being that school just started, and she doesn't have to really look too much into taking intern classes because she actually had an experience this time. So she was grateful to see the behind the scenes and how it works, how it works as far as how they practice walking, different outfit switch ups, because they had to, switch and be on it, So she's looking forward to walking in the spring. She's going to reach out to some designers to see if she can walk and model because she's ready. She's also a photographer. So she does a lot of photography and things of that sort as well.
I saw some of her footage that she shared with us because these what is she, Gen Z or millennial? I can't keep
I
track.
lost track. I
can't keep track, but I know
Yeah.
she was right on it. She was already making these amazing videos. She was playing it so cool. She really was very professional, and not for anything, for her young age, I really was like, hats off. Really, really proud of her. She looked beautiful. She fit right in. It was awesome. I loved it. But what did you think about going back to the hair? We both share that passion. And did you notice the finger waves, the retro? I love that.
I did something that I do not like to do. I don't like, that is the one thing that I don't like to do is finger waves.
Skateboard exam.
It only works on a mannequin for me and not a human unless it's like paper thin hair. We don't really want that.
Yes. It's hard to keep it. It's hard to keep that flat down. Exactly.
Yes.
But it was really great. I was really admiring because we know as hairdressers how hard that is, especially when you're on the clock with all that pressure. I love the way
trying to keep the style. It's hot. You got to keep it up.
It was hot. hot in there because the lights were on, a lot of, all the people coming and going, and the hustle and bustle. But you know what? Also, I love the retro effect of it, though. I did like it, So everybody, this is how it was. If you know a finger wave, from the 20s, so it was a finger wave on top, and then at the bottom, poof, and it kind of like flared out, and it kind of like did its own natural thing at the bottom. So it was really cool. I like the edge on it. I did like that. I did like that.
Yeah, it was very
about
different.
those colors?
The colors. So I'm a colorful person myself. I love colors. You see it on my wall right here. I'm a colorful person all the way around. So the colors took me. I came ready for the colors, as you know, in my outfit.
Yes, you did. And your shoes were really awesome too.
I did them myself. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful job. I really, they were really cool. Really, really cool. Did you post those shoes? Did you post those shoes?
So I had posted them, and people were like, people thought that I was going to be in a fashion show. I was like, yeah, no, I'm media today. I'm not in the fashion show. The guy that we met from the ambassador for GQ magazine, the guy that had the pink jacket that matched my outfit, he was cool. And he was front and center. He was giving me signals to like, hey, get that picture, send it to me on IG. Like this, because he was at a corner, he couldn't really see. So it was cool to meet those different people. And you met some folks that were amazing as well. You had the interview with the singer.
Yes, and you know what? Like I'm a little shy to say I left all their names. Like there were so many. There were so many, and Charles was one. He was a really great. I mean, he was wearing that British outfit. The British flag, top and bottom. He looked sharp. He's what do you call it? He's a podcaster. He's an interviewer. He's in fashion. I checked out his IG. He has great stuff going on. There was just so many people. Really, it was really fun to have these discovery meetings, right? There were many discoveries, but it was such a nice, diverse crowd because some people were there in the music industry, but they enjoy fashion. Some people were there, fashion and just being a part of it.
It was front and center too. They were, those front rows were ready. They were like this. Every corner. It was like phones everywhere, phones following everything.
All of a sudden, right? It was like the calm before the storm. So while we were there, first it was busy with everybody behind the scenes. And then it looked like, is anybody coming? Remember, we went outside and we're like, where's everybody? And then all of a sudden, that waiting room got full, and people were like, "Let us in, let us in."
Yeah, they had like the little cocktail hour situation with the drinks, the open champagne bar ordeal. Yeah, everybody had their champagne cups and everything like that, and they got to take pictures with the backdrop. Coming in kind of like the red carpet situation. And that's actually when I went to the second show, it was like, it was nobody in there too for a minute because there's like 2 long rows where they were going to walk. And I could see through the curtains, everybody outside lined up, piled up outside. I mean, it looked like roaches outside. It was so many people. And then all of a sudden, when they opened the door, it was like a swarm, like, woof, and then it was packed. Was a party.
And what also came to mind, well, first of all, I did love to see all the interns. That was number one.
Yeah, a lot of those.
Right? Yeah, but also the sponsors. There was quite a few sponsors. The one that I remember because it's so well known, JP Morgan. But there was quite a few sponsors, and so kudos to all the sponsors. A phenomenal job. And what did you think about the entertainment?
So the entertainment was interesting for me. I think that it was cool. I just wish that when they started, they were at the top of the steps. So I wish that they were like on the floor when they started. I mean, it was cool to start, but keep going down the steps. They stopped and all you saw were thighs and skirts. So I was like, no, we need to see like the whole situation going on. They stopped for a long time at
this particular venue compared to the venue on Thursday. So this venue that we went to in Earnest in Soho, and it was really nice and cozy, but it was hard to get the full effect because the girls came down one end down these beautiful stairs. They were beautiful, but if you were on this side, you
couldn't
weren't
see
seeing
anything.
anything
Yeah,
until
it was like around the corner.
yeah. So
And
then
then
when we had entertainment, the entertainers, and with the runway, it's kind of continuous, once they start. But with the show, that one person singing, if they go over there, you're lost.
that's it.
You lost
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, because everybody that was in front of us, where we had a perfect shot because we could see them coming down and go across. But the people that were to our left and in front of us, they had their backs turned to whoever was coming towards the floor. So it was just, it was a nice idea. It was really good concept. But I felt for the people, and then the people that had to stand up at the door, they didn't see anything till it was over, until they were going back up the stairs. So it was just a little U-turn situation. Some people got good views, some didn't. I guess first come, first serve, maybe.
Yeah. And I did also find interesting that they did have one of the sets for the entertainment was a school of arts for
Yeah,
dance. And they
yeah,
did the lyrical ballet. That was interesting.
that was
That was
interesting.
interesting too, to
Yeah,
Lady Gaga, right? One of
yeah,
the songs.
that was very
And
different. That they had that
mhm.
into that because they implemented kind of sort of a talent show in the midst of the the intermissions that they had, which made sense because some folks, you don't get that type of entertainment in the fashion show. It's just
It was like
the
a
fashion.
Cirque du Soleil feel, right?
Yeah,
It was a Cirque du Soleil feel. But I
yeah, it
thought it
was.
was apropos for the designers, right? I
Hmm.
thought it was a
Hmm.
nice tie-in for
Yeah,
the creative in for the
yeah, yeah.
creativity
Yep.
side.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was interesting. It was cool. It was not any drama. It was very, the whole vibe was nice. And then I'm sure the after party was all the way live. We
Oh,
heard that.
a little tempted, but we were good girls. We went back home.
Yeah, we were on a mission. We were on a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you
Yeah,
think about the textures in the did you notice some of those? There's one
I
that's sticking
did.
out to me.
I did. There was what was that? It was the ladies. First of all, let me give props to the lady that probably was at 50 and over. You know who I'm talking about? The lady that was bald and she came out.
Yes.
She worked
She's
that runway.
stunning.
She worked that whole runway
She
and
was like a
stopped to make sure they
Cicely
knew.
Tyson. She was a
Yeah,
Cicely Tyson.
she
She
was
was
amazing.
sharp.
She
She
was
was sharp.
amazing.
She was
Mhm.
she was serious. She looked good.
She said,
She
"I
looked
ain't in
like
retirement yet."
Hollywood.
That's what she said.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She was
Um,
absolutely stunning.
the textures, I did like some of the pleated looks that I saw. I'll tell
Hmm.
you, I love stuff like that.
Hmm.
I liked there was some sheer things going on. What was
Hmm.
under them, I'm not sure that it was appealing, but the sheer outfit itself was kind of nice. Um, I'm a stickler. I like the fishnets added to the lady that was practicing with who we interviewed upstairs with the blonde short hair. She
Yes.
had on the fishnets with the combat boot situation and the skirt. I thought that was a
Yes.
nice little look. I like that kind of thing.
Edgy, edgy.
Yeah.
And again, mixing it up, not matchy,
Yeah,
matchy.
right. Yeah.
I like the way some of the patterns they put different patterns totally opposite of each other,
Yep.
but it
Pattern
worked.
matching.
So what did you think about the feather? Was it a wedding dress or was it a cape? That was a hard
Yeah.
one to figure out. Wedding dress
Um,
or cape? It could have been
yeah.
either one.
I mean, the cape ordeal would have been ideal because the wedding dress, I couldn't see the person.
Yeah,
I
it was
couldn't see. The
all
veil was
over.
like really, I don't even know how she saw going down going down the runway, but it looked like a front door screen. But it was cool. The idea was cute. Maybe another
Yes,
color may have helped because I couldn't see the girl at all. Like I
yes.
couldn't see her hair, nothing. I just saw her coming.
You say that because the drivers, I mean they laid feathers if you know, but then in the front, all that wedding material, it was too much. It was too much.
Some
So
people
I
were ready
agree.
to trip. They were about to trip over the the outfit.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
it was
like,
too much.
it's about to happen. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
just pick
It
it
was
up and
too
go.
much.
But the girl that was singing, her outfit, she had the long pink hair, I think it was in the back.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
it was
She's wearing
cute.
a layered white gown.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It was
I liked
pretty.
it.
It was pretty. She was just about to. I was like, please don't let her fall, Lord. Please don't let her
Oh,
fall.
I was nervous she was gonna trip on it because it was
Yeah,
so flowy, her gown, that
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's walking up and down. That gown is flowing behind her. Please don't trip. I felt
I
the
was,
same.
and if it happened in front of me, Lord knows He's working on me. I would not be the one for that to have happened. I'd be like, wait a minute, is she okay? Did y'all
I
help her up?
shared her on the real Dr. David on our Instagram on the Pick TV. I tagged the Pick TV network. She's on there on that little 30-second reel. It came out really cute.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
we
she
did
looked
really did good.
beautiful.
We did
She
good.
did the Whitney Houston songs, right? Yeah, that's the one
That's
that did the Whitney
right.
Houston songs. Yeah,
That's right.
and then
And she also did do a gospel song too.
yeah, I think
Um,
was that one that she wrote.
yes,
Yeah, the
yes.
believe, I believe, or believe it's called.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. It was really that
it was
one we
pretty.
felt, me and you.
Yeah,
Remember?
yep,
We were
yep.
like we were like
And
this. We
even
were like
the host
we,
felt it too. She told us before she started that it was going to be taking us there.
yep, yep. And
Yeah,
by the way, speaking of the host, she was quite entertaining as well.
yeah,
I love the outfit changes. I love
yes,
that. That
I
was
did
really
too.
fun. That
That was very interesting.
she
Yeah.
kept us entertained. She showed us, told us who did each design. So that was great. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my favorite.
Hmm.
I'm looking at our letters go down across that bright green. What did you think about those
Hmm.
bright neon green? That bright neon green. I liked it.
I
Not for
love it.
me.
I mean,
Oh, you like it
it
too?
popped. It popped.
Yeah.
That and those pink knee boots that the guy had on. Listen, I was so for that. I wanted to see what size they were because they were amazing.
Yep.
And listen, I was like, I
Yep.
have a dress for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it was
I
cute.
gotta say that green popped.
There was
I
a blue.
absolutely loved it.
There was something blue that I saw that I captured, and I don't know if it was a pantsuit or a dress. I think it was pants, but it was like was it like silky or I don't know, but it was like a turquoise blue, like kind of like what's on the background here. It was
Hmm.
amazing. I was that
Hmm.
blue. I was like, oh my god, like the vibrant coloring of it against what did they have? Was it gold? I can't remember. I think it was gold jewelry or whatever, but the two
Hmm.
went so well together and then the lighting hit it. It's like when they came down the aisle from the steps, it was faint, but when they hit that corner, it was like boom. It was like
Yeah, it
right there in
popped.
front of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was
And I
also
saw
fun to see the lighting, how different it looked in one lighting, and then all of a sudden they turned the corner
the
and it
corner,
looks
you see
almost
it
like a
all.
different outfit. I
Yes.
felt the
Yep.
same way. I did like
Yeah.
some of the pinks, even though pink is not a new color for us. But I'm a girl. I enjoyed some of that pink.
Yeah. I
There was
love it.
some nice bright pinks, the fuchsia,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yep.
but they wore it well. They wore it well. I really did
Mhm.
enjoy that, and we saw
I
a couple of
enjoyed
the guys in pink too.
That's
How
what I'm
about that?
saying. Those listen, they were getting it in where they fit in all the way. And then the guy in all black with the stilettos, I was like, yeah, you got that.
Oh
I,
yes,
hmm Yeah, he was getting it.
yes,
He hit that corner.
yes.
He had a sheer shirt, a button up, and he was that was like the beginning. I want to say maybe somewhere in the beginning. He had those small, skinny. He was getting it in. I was taking the shots when I was doing the media coverages. I was doing the shots from the top of them, and as they hit the corner, I kind of went down at an angle with their foot, so it ended so that when it flipped to the next person, it would do the same. It
That
was
was great.
amazing. I was like, yeah, it was. And then I got some pink stilettos in there from a girl that was walking. I was like, oh, those shoes are fire.
You know what we didn't get to see, and I think we should have checked it out, but we were just too excited. I think was what was inside the goodie.
I know. I wish because I saw people copping some bags that weren't theirs. like 2 and 3 of them that people may have left, for sure.
Yeah. Wow. This is amazing, folks. If you're watching the New York Fashion Week talk with Patty and Stephanie, who is a part of our team. We're going to take a commercial break and come back. I got a lot of questions for them. We got a lot of questions for them, y'all. They had a wonderful time representing Pick TV Network in the Big Apple. Patty, who is an amazing person, and also Stephanie, who is our project manager for Pick TV Network. Folks, we're going to come right back. Don't touch that dial. I see your chats coming in too. We'll be right back. New York Fashion Week is popping right here on Pick TV Network. Be right back after this.
Hi, how are you? This is Patty with the Pick TV Network. And I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in miracles? I do. And guess what? So does Project Smiles. We have created so many miracles last year and continue to create miracles as the season comes around with the holidays. We are asking you to please give a gift from the heart, only from the heart, and pay it forward with a miracle. I do want to share a testimony of my miracle. I received a car. It was a gift. It was a great gift. It was so well received. And my friend, it wasn't a family member, it was a friend who was so generous that gave it to me. She represents gratitude. She's a person of gratitude, and she reminds me to be grateful. She sees the good in paying it forward, and she also is always giving straight from her heart. So again, I just want to share that miracles happen every day, and you could be a part of that. You could not only be a receiver of a miracle like me, but also be a giver of a miracle as well as me. Here at the Pick TV Network, we're all about love and compassion and helping each other rise up. So again, Project Smiles for the Pick TV Network. Have an
When you hear the word coaching, what springs to mind? Football coach? Acting coach? Vocal coach? Maybe even a financial coach? Confusing, isn't it? Well, coach has become such a popular title that it's being used by lots of professions, often with no training. And sometimes coaching is just a fancy way of saying, I'll ask you a few questions and then tell you what I think you should do. Well, let's clear the air a little bit about coaching. Coaching is often confused with therapy, consulting, and mentoring. Now, those are great helping professions, but they're not professional coaching. Here's the difference. Therapists focus on the past and work to fix what's broken. Consultants provide quantitative analysis and create roadmaps for organizational change. They get paid to provide answers. Mentors help those with less experience. Mentors are already experts in their field and are helping others reach success. Now, there may be some overlaps in approach, but none of these are professional coaching. Professional coaching is a different type of conversation.
model, our model. She is a third-year college student at Lynn College here live in New York, and that's where we are. So, Talia, how is college life treating you?
College life is good. You know, I'm doing a lot of things about fashion industry.
Very nice. How do you feel that it will be applied later on once you leave? Are you thinking about starting your own clothing line, or do you think that you might be you're going to do?
I definitely want to start my own clothing line, so that way I've learned a lot to how to start and where to get the best approaches and everything.
Okay, cool. Well, she has on a fashionable outfit today, you guys. I'm going to move my legs out of the picture. Show your pants, Lily. She has her pants on. They are very, very fashionable and colorful. A nice top to go with it.
Yes.
You know, jewelry to say a little statement piece, her glasses and everything, you know. And we are live here in New York, out here at the pier. We're about to go to 199 Water Street. And it's a fashion show, y'all. It's live in living color. We are going to see the red carpet. We're going to see beside the runway, everything. We can't wait to see what goes on because you see our outfits, right? I'm excited. You excited?
Very excited.
Very excited. This is big, y'all. Shout out to Pick TV Network. Here we are. Stephanie live. Talia live.
Talia.
Yes, live right here in New York. I am the program manager for the
Hey, shout out Pig TV Network live from New York. My name is Nigel 3 times. What's good? Hey, it's a New York accent. Hey.
Hello, y'all. It's Stephanie. Yes, I'm all up in your TV. This is Stephanie from the Pick TV Network. We are at New York's Isaac Theater down at the Unicorn. I'm just tuning in to say hey to y'all, let you know we are all the way live in the streets. Stay tuned. Hello, y'all. It's Stephanie. Yes, I'm all up in your TV. This is Stephanie from the Pick TV Network. We are at New York's Isaac Theater down at the Unicorn. I'm just tuning in to say hey to y'all, let you know we are all the way live in the streets. Stay tuned. Hello, you guys. We are here live in New York City at Fashion Week. We have Pick TV. Yes.
So amazing. Oh, hey. Yes, we saw amazing performers, amazing fashion, a lot of great designers. Feeling blessed. It was a full house. Some areas standing room only. And now you hear the party's just starting. We're going to go celebrate. Come on, Pick TV Network.
How was your experience being that you were behind the scenes with Pick TV?
It was really great. You know, we had a lot of fun here behind the scenes, seeing them get their hair ready, their makeup ready, doing test runs, the lighting, the sound. There's a lot of work that goes into these fashion shows. Some student won an award for her fashion. Again, just amazing collaborations and very exciting to be here. You know, it's NYC. This is where it's happening. You know, it's the heartbeat of the world. So this is where you come for Fashion Week. Back to you.
All right, we're going to go to our lovely Lynn student. Yes. Fashion Business School. We have Talia Bland here. Talia, how did you like
Coming out of our house, the fire living hot, the fire burning hot, the fire blackness.
Hello, you guys. We are here live in New York City at Fashion Week. We have Pick TV. Yes.
So amazing. Oh, hey. Yes, we saw amazing performers, amazing fashion, a lot of great designers. Feeling blessed. It was a full house. Some areas standing room only. And now you hear the party's just starting. We're going to go celebrate. Come on, Pick TV Network.
How was your experience being that you were behind the scenes with Pick TV?
It was really great. You know, we had a lot of fun here behind the scenes, seeing them get their hair ready, their makeup ready, doing test runs, the lighting, the sound. There's a lot of work that goes into these fashion shows. Some student won an award for her fashion. Again, just amazing collaborations and very exciting to be here. You know, it's NYC. This is where it's happening. You know, it's the heartbeat of the world. So this is where you come for Fashion Week. Back to you.
All right, we're going to go to our lovely, lovely Lynn.
You're on mute, Dr. David. You're on mute.
Thank you. We're gonna go back and talk to some more to these great queens who was in New York, and we got to get the young lady that rolled in by your niece. We got her coming in. I want to ask Stephanie. Stephanie, going up to New York, leaving DC, you start prepping like a week or two. You know, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Rocky too. Rocky who put this together from BET. My main man, Rocky, allowed Pick TV Network to be a part of the New York fashion media coverage. Shout out to him. We're gonna bring him on too on our next shows coming up. So Stephanie, talk about prepping for an event like this. You've been to events in Baltimore. This is not your first rodeo. Talk to me, talk to us, and talk to the whole world about prepping for an event like this.
So prepping for an event like this takes a lot of organization. It takes a stern mindset and a firm foot to be involved in something of this sort. You can't just go in head first and say, "Oh, I'm going to New York Fashion Week and I'm going to do this, this, and this." You know, this structure that has to be enforced. There's a foundation that's already there, which is the Fashion Week. So you have to follow. There's several protocols that are in place. There's several things that have to be planned months in advance, weeks in advance. So the last minute stuff is really not an option unless it's emergency situation of that sort. This is not a situation where you can say, "Hey, I can call my man who's security at the club, let me in, buddy." No, that's not what this is. Me personally, I started packing as soon as I got the word about the assignment. So I hit my closet. I stared at it for a while. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get those shoes. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get. And so I told you, Dave, I was talking to you one day. I was like, he was like, what's up, Queen? I was like, hey, I'm just getting in here and just staring at my closet so I can see what I'm gonna put in this bag. Hotels, because it's a big event and a long period of time, hotels are gonna be packed. So you definitely have to plan for those types of things. Your trip up there, if you're not from there, even if you're there, Ubers is going to be Ubers, Lyfts, all that's going to be tied up because people are traveling without their cars. They want to get here and there everywhere, and they don't want to drive. They have drinking involved at some of these events where we experienced that at our first fashion show. So there's a lot of things that need to be thought about before you just jump out there and say, "I'm going to New York Fashion Week." Like, no, you have to come correct also. Don't come with your latest and greatest basketball t-shirt off the court somewhere and some tennis shoes. No, like, unless you really don't care, no, that's not even no. You have to come correct. You got to have some type of flavor with you, even if it's your own flavor, but you can't just come out there like, yeah, I just got out the gym, I'm gonna just go run past this fashion show real quick. No, you got to make a statement. You know what I mean? Your pieces got to look nice. Patty, I gotta say, I loved your white blazer. Like, I love the white blazer ordeal. That's an amazing thing.
That was BCBG. My daughter worked for BCBG for a long time. Then COVID, they shut all their regional stores. They only had online, but I particularly love that brand. So that's who I was wearing. I was wearing.
Yeah, I mean,
So it was a nice blazer. Thank you.
Yeah,
and like I said, I love yours too.
Yeah, you come fashionable. I had to do a couple of outfit switch ups, even in my hotel room. So when I pack, I have to have options as with the shoes, the clothes, the jewelry, accessories. Like, I had a whole case with different glasses, different earrings, different like all of that stuff. And I mean, me and my goddaughter were in my hotel room. Like, I was like, look, do this look right with this and da da da. And certain things, if somebody says no, I'm gonna do it anyway because that no's mean yes to me. I always go against the grain for whatever reason, but
And it's
yeah,
also like what vibe you're feeling that day. You know,
you know,
I'm the same way. I'm like what am I
yeah,
feeling today? What am I
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
today? You know?
Travel with my hats and stuff, and I custom made my hat, my shoes, and all those different things. I'm like, even though I'm going to do media, I'm not about to come in no plaid shirt and no jeans. Like, no, that's not going to work for me. That's just not who I am. We got
I
to
loved it.
step out and make a statement, or stay home.
Yep.
Why
I
not?
loved it. I thought
Mm-hmm.
it was
Hey, Yolanda.
fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be out here. No. Mm-mm. So yeah,
My
Dave,
next,
you
my
had to
next
come correct.
question was for Patty. Being in New York, and we just celebrated 9/11. Um, you traveled about an hour just to get there in traffic, and I want to thank you for coming to meet up with Stephanie. You said y'all hooked to the hip. That's your sister for life. Y'all
Yeah,
get
man, we was
the
cool.
same stuff.
What we say, Patty, when we partied that night, we was like, this ain't the end.
I wanted to ask you, Patty, being in New
It
York,
was great.
you guys have so much that you guys been through, and to be at a big event like this, and I want Stephanie to talk about the big names, um, Gucci, uh, Versace, uh, those big names. Nobody was in there with no fake stuff. I believe you guys was right up there in their face. Then
No.
I want to ask Stephanie about the cameras because I'm a cameraman. I love cameras, but some of those people had $1 million cameras. Some of those people were real deal hired to come from around the world to cover New York fashion. And being in that setting, being in that in that atmosphere, Stephanie, I want you to talk about if you get a space, can you move it, get it back? First of all, let me ask Patty about the New York. Unmute your microphone, Patty, and talk about the big event coming in New York, the biggest place on the planet, New York City, the city that never sleeps, and why you couldn't miss this. And then I want Stephanie to talk about um, being in the midst of all those cameras. If you move, you might lose.
Well, you gotta remember a few things. You got New York, London, Paris, LA. You got those few places around the world that are just icons for fashion, and this is just one of them. This is anybody who's anybody in the industry. They're not missing it. And guess who's going back next year? These guys. Me and her. It was something. I'm definitely going back, and it was a pleasure to be representing the Pick TV network. Everybody that I talked to, I made sure they knew who we were. I know BET, but nonetheless made a statement, right, Steph? We became friends with everybody there, and it was wonderful and well received. Maybe being from New York helped a little bit, but nonetheless, it's just the vibration of what is going on. It's really nice. Again, we were in one show, but each show is different. Each show it's different, as you saw the footage. But it's a great experience. It's a really great experience, and it's so much fun to know like these latest colors and designs we're going to be seeing in the magazines in the year to come. So that's the exciting part, because these fashion weeks, it is a sneak peek into the coming up year. So that's what's fun about it. We got a great sneak peek, and we shared it with you guys coming to the Pick TV network. Back to you.
Yeah, it's amazing. You guys represented us in a professional manner. Was up there recording. I want to give a shout out to Lisa too, who's going to be on our next show coming up. But Stephanie, beyond the Call of Duty, coming from DC. As soon as I told you we got a contact to go to the New York Fashion Week, dropped everything. Thank you for your kids letting me go up there, getting the hotel, getting everything together. Stephanie, talk about being in that room, take us back to that room where you got people from all over the world and you got high paid camera people there. And talk about if you move, you might lose. Come on, talk about
I
that.
mean, I'm just saying, like, if you buzz, if you take a deep breath at school, somebody's taking that extra space for sure. They are not gentle when it comes to the media. They definitely, I had an intern that actually came and sat beside me for 5 seconds. And then I told her, like the lady that brought her over, one of the organizers was telling her, she was like, be thankful because these media people are not nice. She was like, they do not allow you any space to do anything because everybody's fighting for some footage. So I told her, I was like, if you need to go in the back and do whatever with the designer, I got you. I'll scoot over, whatever, whatever. So I did that. She left a couple of times and I saved her space or whatever. I was like, we all in this together. You're learning. I have an intern with me as well. So, we're going to look out for each other. That's just how I roll. But some of them folks behind me, listen, there was somebody behind me that was standing up and I don't know if they were tap dancing. They didn't even have a camera in their hand. They were just with the people that were filming. So, I just kept feeling something bump my back. I was sitting on the stage and I was like, what the heck is going on back here? So I started kind of like looking like, do I need to put my elbows up or something? Like, because it was like, it was crazy. Like they really they didn't have any regard as far as any of that. And we had our little section, Patty had her kickstand up for her stuff, her tripod, for her camera and stuff like that. But people even tried to bogart that and
no, it wasn't kickstand because people were kicking it.
Right, they did. They tried to stand in front of it and bogart it. And it was almost like basketball, like they were boxing out your camera just to get in front so that they can get pictures and stuff like that with their cell phones or whatever. So you do have a lot of people out there with expensive cameras and everything like that. You have people out there that know what they're doing with their cell phones and different things like that. So there's like a variety of people, and it's just a matter of like just have a respect for the next person beside you. It's enough out here for everybody. Everybody in the audience is taking pictures as well, but nobody's elbowing each other. You know what I mean? But that's, I guess, a part of the game. I played basketball, so it didn't bother me at all because I know how to box out.
And I'm from New York, so. But with all kidding aside, you have to respect who was there first.
Yeah.
You saw Stephanie, the big Mama Jumba, Vogue cameras, those photographers, those are for, all the fancy magazines, Cosmopolitan, Vogue, they were there. Those cameras were like this big, and but they had the best spot. Why? Because they were there sitting ducks for an hour before the show even thought of starting.
Yeah, so they secured the bag. They secured their spot. But when I went to the second show, the show on Thursday, it was nothing like that. There was a wide open space. I actually had a space right next to the DJ. We all kind of kicked it, and all the camera people were in cahoots with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, excuse me, it was, you know what I mean, like that. And if anybody, like for my footage that I got, I was on top of everybody. People were sitting on the floor, but the footage I got from the middle of the runway, my stuff was on top of everybody. It was like 10 to 15 people underneath me on the floor, standing up on the side or whatever the case may be. So I guess you get it how you can.
Next year, drone. I said next year, drone. We're gonna be droning that fashion show.
Hey, that's an amazing investment. Let me tell you. Looking at it myself.
Maybe they'll let us. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Back to you, Dave. Where are you?
I wanted to ask a couple more questions before we close out tonight's show. And we got a lot more coverage to do. Stephanie, what you did was amazing. You set the tone because I couldn't go. My son was doing something at the LA game for the NFL. I couldn't miss that, But when you went up there, you kept telling me, "I got this." I was calling you like every hour.
I was like, Dave, trust me, I got this. You wouldn't have sent me.
I want to say to you, Stephanie, you didn't play with time. You said going over there 4 hours before. Because some people watching me right now would think, man, I'm going to go up there an hour before it starts, get in there, Patty. Time management.
Time management is very important. That's why I said when you do these types of things, you have to be some sort of organized. You can't be out there with the messiness. Like you have to, messiness doesn't equal professionalism. So you have to balance somehow, some way. If you don't have that type of balance, don't take the job. That's all. That's it. That's all.
We also needed time to figure out like who is who.
I need to
where
scope
are
the
we
scene
going to
out.
be?
Yeah. I
Where,
had to scope
before it
everything
got
out.
before it got busy. Okay, this is the
Yeah.
door to that. This is where they're setting up here for this.
Mhm.
I think it's really important to scope it all out. If you get in there when it's starting already, you're already too late. You're already too
Yep.
late. And luckily enough, I was able to drive in my new car that Stephanie got to ride in also, and the parking was right downstairs in the
Yeah.
same building. So we got.
Yeah, I told Patty she wasn't walking back to her car by herself. That wasn't an option. Not on my watch.
Yeah, you guys are just amazing. You know, folks, you're watching the Pick TV Network.
Well, I'm excited already for.
Today.
I'm already excited for next year, but check out all the reels. There's a lot of footage coming out, so we're excited to share.
Yeah, everybody, you're watching a special presentation from Pick TV Network from Patty and Stephanie, who represented us in New York at the New York Fashion Week, and they did an amazing job giving footage to us, recording the footage, and amazing. I'm going to show you one more clip out this commercial, then we're going to take this show come to a close. But we got some more scenes. They got Stephanie, tell me how much footage you got, and how much footage you got, Patty. I'm mute the microphone.
Listen, I got a lot. I got a lot of pictures. I got a lot of videos. I compiled some things. I sent it out, posted some stuff. But there's like a whole portfolio for New York Fashion Week in my phone, and I've been I actually was looking at some earlier today because when I do my, when I get to doing the newspaper, the newsletters and magazine stuff or whatever, that stuff is important, and what you capture is what's important as well. You know what I mean? You don't want to capture anything that's misleading or that's confusing or not the full effect of things. Certain things you might not, I deleted some stuff too because, it was like off, you do your editing. It was cool. Thank you, Dave, for having us out there, though. I really appreciate the opportunity to be out there. That was amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. David.
You guys are the best. We're growing so fast, folks, and with Pick TV Network doing what we're doing today, having them to go and to represent Pick TV Network at the New York Fashion Week was amazing, folks. I am so proud of them, and we got a lot more footage to show you guys. We're gonna bring in Rocky from BT, who allow us to come in. Lisa's going to come in. I got to get your niece to come in too, because she got to come in from New York. She was so good. She was right beside you the whole time.
Yeah. When just let me know when, I'll tell her.
Yeah, we got to get her in. Patty, before we close out, Patty, any closing words you want to say?
You there with us. You and Mrs. Evans. We could all go to network. There's a lot of things, Steph.
Yes, up to you,
but
Steph.
All kidding aside.
She want to say, Stephanie, your word, Steph. She's coming back in a second. She said she wanted to give you some words to say. Unmute your microphone.
Oh, for me, I mean, it was an amazing opportunity. I mean, I feel like if you are driven and this is your passion, or if you are dreaming to do so, just do it. Like, now is the time. Now is when you want to do it. Don't wait. Don't listen to the next person's opinion, because it's going to be holding back your dreams and thoughts and ideas forever. Better is better is what I want to say. Now is better. Don't disregard your heart and how you feel about what you're passionate about. I'm very passionate about fashion, the industry, period. Style, color. I'm a cosmetologist as well. So all of those things going together, like, I'm always ready. Let's do it. You see, I got my mic. See my mic. I was ready.
My favorite was Stephanie. You said "Be you, boo."
Yeah, you. Do
That's
you?
simple.
For sure. That's easy, you know. It's nothing hard to study. Just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they were inspirational, the designers, when they all came out. And, I love that when at the end of this fashion show and they're
Yeah.
wearing their fashion and they match their style, the
Yes,
way they
they did.
walk, right? It's funny how it kind of like all goes and ties in.
Yeah, for
I have an
sure.
appreciation for that.
Yeah, and I like how each designer that was presented, the host represented a piece as well because of what she had on was their collection as well.
I
So
loved that.
that was
I
amazing.
really did enjoy that she did that. That to me was
Yeah.
really fun too because you got like a little taste for what was
What's
coming,
about
right?
to happen? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Back to you, Dave.
And we're going to close out this segment, folks. New York Fashion Week. I'm so proud. I got the best people in the world representing Pick TV Network. I want to thank you for your time. And don't forget, I want to say congratulations, Stephanie, on your books. Can you just let everybody know about your books that's out there, and maybe somebody may want to support what you have coming up? Name everything you got.
That's gonna take all night, Dave. So in the past few weeks, well, when I had the Independent Black Authors Expo, that week I actually published 4 items, which are 3 writing journals and a book that it's like an instruction manual kind of thing, but it's very helpful. It teaches how to braid, so you will learn how to braid in a day with my beginner's book. It has step by step. Wait, that's the back. I'm sorry. It has step-by-step information in here on how to braid, two-strand twist, cornrow, everything. I actually do braiding workshops as well. So now that I have this published and everything, this will go into my kits that I provide for my students when I do my workshop. I actually have one tomorrow. And so I have 3 writing journals, okay? And these all speak about they don't speak about that. They're writing journals. So what you would do is you would write in them. This one is the most famous right now. It's called That's Just Disrespectful. That's me on the front. And there's like little excerpts in there. There's like things that I say to you in there. You can write about, in the midst of things. Yeah. So I designed my covers. I do all of the graphics and stuff myself. I am a endometriosis warrior stage 4, so I created an endo journal, and this is also a writing journal to write inside and journal about your journey with endometriosis. And now that I am an author and that I have the Authors Expo that I founded, I also did an author's journal. So, and it says the author journal, and it says release your mind. And then it has the Urbanique on the back of my brand. And it's a writing journal as well. So I am having this weekend a book launch event, and I will be signing books there as well. I'll have T-shirts with my book cover. That's just disrespectful was chosen by several customers. So this will be on the T-shirt as well for purchase. You can go to www.urbanique.co to purchase, and you will receive a signed copy of either of the books. If you can purchase on Amazon, you will get just a copy of the book, but it is live on Amazon. If you look up Stephanie B. Carter, you will definitely find my books that I have published as well.
Well, thank you for being a book author. And I know Patty gonna already order your book. That's you got one sold tonight. I gotta get one, and we all want to support our own. This is the Pick TV Network project manager for Pick
I
TV.
love and I love the designs on each book.
Thank
Each
you.
book is really beautiful. I'm imagining you designed them.
I do. Yeah, that's another thing I do.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I
Thank
love
you.
I love that. Love
I
that. Great,
appreciate it.
great design. Great
That's
design and
my logo
logo.
too. Look, this is my logo. I created my own logo.
I did notice it. I did notice it because I already was familiar with your brand. So I did notice that. I love that too. Absolutely love it. Yep, I'm
Yeah.
a fan. Yep, and a
Thank
customer.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Everybody, we are here today, and we're so happy for Patty and also Stephanie Pick TV Network's team who went to New York to cover the New York Fashion Week. And we're going to close out this segment. We got part 2, so don't go far. We're going to come back and do another talk at another time. But we're just getting started because they got so much footage, folks. This is out of this world. New York Fashion Week was amazing. Those who are watching right now, don't forget to tell somebody about the Pick TV Network, our network that's on Roku right now. And again, we are part of the New York Fashion Week. Check this out. Stephanie and Patty, I can't wait till we look up some more of this footage. This is amazing. I'm with that microphone for one moment before we close out, Patty and Stephanie.
I get in the trance as you saw. I was like in the trance. I was like, wow.
The people walking on that runway, they may be from all over the world. And it seemed like they got on just regular clothes, but some of that stuff probably cost about $20,000.
Yeah, they don't play with those prices for sure. They had a vendor at the fashion show where we were. Remember Patty upstairs? They had a vendor there that was selling her custom jackets and everything like that. Yeah, her price started about $250. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was Daphne. That was beautiful handmade work, though, really beautiful. She was from Italy, but she was here in New York, and beautiful stuff. We also and tagged her. I don't know if you got to see that because sometimes Instagram with the music in the background, sometimes they're all weird about letting you share, but we did interview her, so that was really great.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to get that behind the scene footage for you guys on Pick TV Network. We're going to close out this segment. I'm so happy again for everybody who watched the New York Fashion Week, Pick TV Network right there up front center with Patty and also Stephanie. Thank you for your time. Thank you, ladies. We're going to be back for part 2. It's going to be coming real soon just for you.
That's 100. That's 100.
Jordan here. Check out the Pick TV network, now showing on Roku with 60 channels. David Evans is the president and is doing a great job showing quality TV programs to people all over the world. Let's support Pick TV. Go to the PickTVNetwork.com. That's the PickTVNetwork.com. Shout out to David Evans doing his thing. I love when people are out there making it really happen and doing beautiful, fantastic work. So shout out to you, and make sure you check him out on Roku with 60 channels. All right, David Evans, congratulations.